Do you go like game by game in terms of like who earns minutes, who continues to stay in the rotation? I feel like one of the main gripes before with the fan base has always been, yeah, we don't get to see that guy. You know, we see him a couple weeks and then poof, he's gone. Like, what's your approach to just a strategic day by day type of thing when it comes to all the talent on the team?
It's definitely a work in progress, especially since we got added 4 guys and they all can play. They all can help us, right? And we already had probably about a 9-man rotation going before they got here, maybe 10. You know, so it's a bit of a challenge. I'll be honest with you. I mean, it's what they call good problems, right? These are good problems, but I also like. You know, one of the things our staff believes in, you know, we always kind of say number 1's winning, and 1A is like increasing these guys' value in the marketplace, right? And that means each and every one of them. We got to try to figure it out for all of them, right? Because a lot of guys there on their contract year, and we want to help them. So it is a challenge. We spend me and a couple of the assistants spend a good chunk of every day talking about different possibilities. You know, the trade happened. You probably remember. Trade happened, and I was kind of like, okay, they just got here like yesterday. And we had a game, so we're like, let's go with our guys we know, right? Like let's figure. And then we had a good game, so let's we kind of stuck with that, and then but we just knew we had to get some of those guys in there, and we're still doing it. I think that Nick, obviously, really good player, very experienced. Covington, everybody knows he's played a lot. Good player, can help us. I believe Marcus Morris has a place on this team. I just think positionally he'll fit a little bit. He's a little different than some of those other guys. KJ's very talented. I don't know where we're going to sneak him in there, right? He's young, but he's very talented and good enough to play. And like I said, it's a good problem. We'll keep working through it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think like this team, like you said, they have good problems, and it's been a while since they've really experienced that. And I just think it really speaks to the team identity. And, yeah, I mean, this team just has well-fitting pieces. I think it's Joel, Tyrese, Tobias, but then everybody else just kind of molds together, and it's really a system. I mean, shout out to the system.
Well, there's good players. So like, when you just said, very blessed when you lose a guy that's playing as well as Kelly and you stick Nick Batum in there.
Yeah.
And that dude can hoop, right? And then in Nick's spot off the bench goes Robert Covington, right? Like these guys got some experience behind them. And then like I said, these other dudes, Pat and House been waiting for a chance and he got one, and P. Reed go out there and put it on him last night, right? So that's why you get the win. That was a tough game last night, man, and we needed everybody's contribution, and we got it.
Yeah. Yep. Coach is not wrong.
It was a fun one last night. It was a good challenge last night.
Yeah.
Good challenge.
When you look at this team going forward, everybody keeps talking about what they can be in the long term. Do you think this team needs anything? Like, I guess the better question is, in terms of your evaluation, are they already fitting more perfectly than you have expected? I feel like the major convo was, we're either going to trade for a star, we're going to flip assets, get a star, or we're going to bring somebody else in. But it just seems like this team is already so interconnected, and they've kind of locked in already.
Well, we're playing well, right? I think that you need to get through more of the schedule and see more how you match up with certain teams to really analyze that. But I would say this: like, you say, okay, we got like Tatum and Brown coming at us here in a couple days or whatever, and you think, well, who's our matchup on them? And it's a little different. Like, it's not like we got one super lockdown wing defender that has to like stay on Tatum the whole game, right? But we got like 5 guys that can all take a shot at him that are above average. You know what I mean? And they all give him a little different look, and that's awesome. That's awesome, because then now you're talking about a lot more switchability. You're talking about just, again, giving him so many different looks of how each guy will play him just a little differently. And then, like I said before, when somebody like Paul or Joel or somebody gets switched out onto him, do they do what we're supposed to do in the scheme. When we, because we talk about, hey, if you end up on them, here's what our goal is, and here's where we're trying to send them. Let's us try to dictate and all that kind of stuff. When you get to that point, then you're in really good shape.
Yeah, fast. I mean, just going into practices, and I credit PJ Tucker for helping me be able to handle these intense situations out there on the court in the right manner. I feel like he helped me evolve a little bit mentally as far as staying locked in and taking it like these practices and going over the schemes very seriously. So, I mean, yeah, Tuck done yelled at me a couple times, Of course, I don't like it, but at the same time, I can't get too mad because, he done helped me so much. And I know it ain't really like coming from a bad place. You feel me? So it's like, I try to take what he's saying and really utilize and put it into my game for real. I feel like it's been helping. Even last year during the playoffs, just being able to handle those moments. And even this year, starting the season, not being able to be one of those dudes that the team can trust out there on the defensive end, for sure.